Okay, but do you want me to maybe introduce myself first, or I don't know.
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
Hello, Max. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Max Sonsbrunel. I come from Bordeaux, in France. And first, I did some study in wine during my degree. I did a 2 years degree, and I learned it like the technical things about wine growing and winemaking. Then I did a study in management of business, and then I came here in Hong Kong to be the brand ambassador of the brand of Grace's Harvest. So yeah.
So how you joined the Grace Wine?
In fact, for me, the wine is something we need to be open-minded with. I mean, in Bordeaux we used to be like only focus on Bordeaux wine, and then me, I wanted to be like to understand and know more about wine in every country. So then I was more focused on some other New World wine country or Old World wine country. So then I moved to Spain and tried to see about the winery and taste the wine, and I found it very nice for the quality. And when you compare with some price in Bordeaux, you can think like the quality of wine in Spain is more valued than in Bordeaux.
Please introduce some of the history of the Grace Wine.
So Grace's Harvest is a very young brand company. It's 2 years, and this brand come from Spain, and is composed by 3 different wineries. So one in Rioja, one in Untitled, and so it's close to Valencia, and one in Toro, close to Portugal. So for this winery, you have all vineyards. So I mean all vine. For example, for Toro, you can have like vines for more than 100 years old. And this is what we try to keep the traditional method and keep the most traditional way to make wine in this region.
So how's the difference between the climate or the soil of these 3 regions?
So for these 3 regions, of course you have 3 different climates. So in Utiel Kenya is close to Valencia, is closer than the sea. So then for this region, the climate will be hot during most of time of the year, and will be not so much raining. So the wine will be quite strong. So it needs to have like barrel aging to let him going more round for the wine. After for Rioja is more like a Bordeaux climate. So it's more rain. The climate, the temperature is not so hot, and then it's something maybe one of the best climate to grow wine. Is the easier climate to grow wine. And after you have Toro. Toro is something very dry place. Like you can have difference between the morning and the evening for 20 degrees. Like the vine will be very, very strong. We need to be strong to survive in this climate. And then this will give a wine very, very powerful, very strong wine. So it needs to have a long aging to let him softer.
And I also like to know, Grace have several winemakers. They have men and female together. Do you find any difference between the character of the wine between female and male winemakers?
I don't think there's a big difference because it's more depending about the volunteer of a winemaker. I mean, for me, a female winemaker can do strong wine as a man winemaker. It's really depending about the region first, the grape variety, and also the volunteer and the philosophy of the winery. Also, a man winemaker can do a softer wine than a female. It's really depending on the volunteer of the winery. It's not depending about the gender of a winemaker.
Just face me or
Okay.
Hi Max. For the aspect of nature, what specific organic cultivative method used in the plantation?
For our winery, we try to keep and keep our, I mean, traditional methods. So we will avoid using too much product on the vineyard. Also, we are helped with the flower we use in the vineyard. So then we put flower in the end of the range of vine, and this will help us to avoid some product we put to avoid the disease. Then you have to know that if the flower is attacked by a disease, it meaning that the vineyard will be attacked after by the disease. So we can take the problem in time and avoid some product we put after. Then we try also to work in the soil, to keep a life in the soil and give the soil very good nutriment for the vine. Also, we try to put some to keep the grass in the vine in order also to keep this life.
For the grace winery, what kind of brewing process you put life into the wine?
In fact, for the process, we try to keep like the traditional method also. So then is more like we do the hand picking. So we respect the most possible the grape. We are more carefully possible. After we bring back the wine in our tank. So first we all the little grape are in the tank, and we try to let them do the alcoholic fermentation and malolactic fermentation to have a very round wine, and then after is put in some barrel to do the aging, and after we bottle it and we label it to send to our customer.
And then for grace winery, how to protect and inherit the history and cultural treasure of your own winery?
So in fact, we really try to teach people who work in our winery for the own method we use, and we want them to keep doing them and keep doing the traditional method from the past in the region. For each region, we have different way to wine growing, and then we need to be very focused on this way to wine growing to keep the real, I mean, taste of or spirit of the wine region.
This Hi Max. The grace wine are brown, gentle, smooth. How does the barrel and aging create those characters?
In fact, when you create the wine, I mean, just after the tank, The wine is quite strong and maybe a little arch due to the tannin. And in fact, with the aging in barrel, it's permit to give like a breath to the wine. As you know, like the wood is something living and is like a living thing. And so when you put some wine inside, it can let the air go through the barrel and have a kind of exchange with the wine and let him be aged slowly and do like give some taste of wood and give the wine a round taste and a smooth taste.
I found grace wine are named under different flowers. Where are those names come from?
So for the name of our wine, we take the name of some flowers. First, we try to find and define the character of a wine with the name of flower. So you can lightly, I say lightly, find some flower taste. I mean flower aroma, but it's more for the character of the wine. Like when you say for the Toro, we have a black rose. Why black rose? Is because the wine is quite powerful. So it's the black rose lets and give an image of something quite powerful. Also for the wine from Ucherekenia, it's a wine maybe less strong than a black rose, so from Toro. So then we take the blue chrysanthemum, something maybe lighter, but give an image of lighter wine. And then the red orchid for Rioja. Rioja is a wine we don't use a lot of barrel aging, so it gives like more of the fruit taste and the identical taste from Rioja. And then we use the red orchid because it's something between like blue chrysanthemum and black rose. So this will give like an image of something between, not too strong and not too light. Also, for the flower, I don't know if you can see on our label, there is a different, kind of label. There is the first wine is the less powerful one. You can see the label quite open, quite light. After on the Rioja one, start to be a little more heavy, more color. And for the Toro one, the more powerful, you can see something, a label like more powerful, more heavy, a lot of color, something stronger.
And nowadays, in which country is currently grace wine most popular?
So we are very popular in most of country we are in. But I mean, in terms of clients, we are more popular in China. This is our biggest market, and I oftenly go to China to do some dinner, and I can see like the Chinese people can pair the different wine with Chinese cuisine very well. Like for every kind of wine, can be the Requena, can be the Rioja, or can be the Toro one, can match with a different cuisine. So for the Toro, we recommend like a Sichuan cuisine, something quite spicy. For the Requena, you can use like a Beijing duck, and this is very pairing well with the Chinese cuisine. And after, we try to develop our business maybe more in Japan or Taiwan or Korea. So as we are already present in Europe, like in Spain or France, and already present in USA.
Thank you very much, Max.
Thank you.